Have you ever come across someone who almost doesn't exist online? No selfies, no life updates, no constant stream of pictures trying to capture every moment. In a world where attention feels like currency, these people seem invisible. But here's what most people get wrong: this behavior isn't random, and it's definitely not a sign of weakness. In fact, psychology suggests it often reflects a very different kind of strength. People who rarely post their photos online tend to value privacy in a way most others don't. It's not that they're antisocial or disconnected. It's that they are intentional about what they share and what they keep for themselves. Studies in personality psychology show that individuals with a high sense of privacy orientation feel more in control of their lives when they limit external exposure. While many people rely on likes, comments, and reactions as a form of validation, these individuals build that validation internally. They don't need an audience to feel secure about their experiences, and that creates a level of mental stability that isn't easily shaken. There's also something deeper going on: self-concept clarity. This is a psychological trait that refers to how clearly and confidently someone understands who they are. Research has consistently shown that people with high self-concept clarity are less dependent on external approval and less likely to engage in constant self-presentation online. In simple terms, they already know their identity, so they don't feel the need to prove it. They're not chasing trends, they're not comparing their lives to curated highlight reels, and they're not adjusting themselves to fit into what gets the most engagement. Their sense of self is internally defined, not socially constructed. Another important factor is the type of confidence they carry. Psychologists often distinguish between fragile self-esteem and secure self-esteem. Fragile self-esteem depends heavily on outside feedback. It rises with praise and drops with criticism. Secure self-esteem, on the other hand, is stable and self-sustained. People who don't constantly post themselves online often fall into this second category. They don't need to display their lives to feel worthy, because that sense of worth already exists within them. This doesn't mean they lack confidence. It usually means their confidence doesn't need to be seen to exist. You'll also notice that many of these individuals tend to be more introspective. Instead of constantly expressing, they spend more time observing, thinking, and processing. Psychology refers to this as having an internal locus of evaluation, where a person judges themselves based on their own standards rather than external opinions. This mindset reduces the urge to perform for others and increases the desire for authenticity. They're less interested in broadcasting moments and more interested in actually experiencing them. Conversations matter more than captions, and meaning matters more than visibility. Then there's the awareness of how social media actually works. Platforms are designed to amplify the best parts of people's lives while hiding the struggles behind the scenes. This creates what psychologists call a social comparison loop, where individuals constantly measure their reality against someone else's highlight reel. Over time, this can lead to anxiety, dissatisfaction, and even lower self-worth. People who consciously limit their posting or avoid it altogether often understand this effect. By stepping back, they protect their mental space from unnecessary comparison and emotional noise. They're not disconnecting from the world, they're choosing a healthier way to engage with it. So the next time you notice someone who never posts their photos, don't assume they're shy, insecure, or missing out. There's a good chance they're operating on a completely different level of awareness. They don't need constant visibility to feel valuable, and they don't rely on digital validation to define their worth. They are comfortable being present without being seen, and in a world obsessed with attention, that's a rare kind of power. This is Mind Matrix. Decode minds and dominate your reality. Subscribe for more.